Danny's in our size. Sorry, yeah. Where is he? There he is. I want a 10.9876. I keep Sid and Danny in our size, it'll be sweet. I know. Yeah. Yep, that was quite an abrupt start, that one. No 10.9876. It starts from 3, 2, 1, and then you're straight in. But welcome to the Buntingford 10-mile race. This was actually filmed on the 28th of December 2025, so I'm taking you back in time. This is the third 10-miler of the year for me, and I have 2 goals in mind for this. Number 1, stick with Danny Beasley. Ah, watch out. Fucking hell. Wipe me up within the first 200 metres. Number 2, don't get wiped out by a signpost in the first 200 metres of the race. But first of all, number 1, stick with Danny Beasley and Sid. Sid in the white cap ahead of us and Danny Beasley running with his driving arms. Now I say that because the last 2 10-milers I did, first of all there was Stebbing 10 mile. Now Danny didn't race that one, but I did do 1 hour and 29 seconds, which was a PR for me. I'd never raced a 10-miler before. Next up was Bass Bell, which was literally like a month later, and I did that one in 1 hour and 8 seconds, so 8 seconds over the hour. So goal number 2 for me today is go under the hour. And the reason why I'm so obsessed with sticking with Danny Beasley is because he did under the hour at Bass Bell. Now obviously I didn't because I was 8 seconds over, but he was like 10 seconds under, so I was like, if I hadn't have had that water break, would I have stayed with him? Would I have done under the hour? Can't blame water breaks, can you? Because I thought I needed it. Turns out I didn't. Right now, looking at the pace, 3:25 per kilometre. I'm actually being a very stupid little boy, but we'll see how long we can hold this. I actually did have some injuries at this point, which I really didn't take very seriously. I had something wrong with my knee, something wrong with my hip, on opposite sides of my body. So I guess this is just a case of hold on. And with it being post-Christmas and New Year coming up, I've been drinking and eating a lot, so am I making excuses straight away? I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say that I overtrained on an injury and maybe a bit fatter than I was, although I could do with it. Anyway, we're coming up to this lovely incline here and just trying to stick with the boys and get through the first kilometre. It's actually been quite a windy, twisty, turny first kilometre with some downhills, some uphills, so quite a technical one. But looking at my heart rate here, 172. My threshold is like 180, 179, so any higher than that, I'm going to be spent and I'm not going to have much else to give for the rest of this race. Still being a silly little boy going at 3:35, 3:34, but I actually think that's just my racing style. Go out hot, pay the price. Enjoy this downhill section for now anyway. So that's 1k through in 3:30. Far too spicy for me. Now we're 2.3k in. I can just remember this bit going through a lovely housing estate. Still quite uphill. Yes, Santa Banta, he's chasing me down as we speak. He obviously had so many sherries over Christmas and he's using it as rocket fuel. Funny enough, Santa is saving some in the tank because he overtakes me here, but well done. Great running in that costume, I love it, man. He's just absolutely cruising. A nice little downhill bit here. We actually went through the second kilometre in 3:38 and the third kilometre in 3:43. So on this chilly morning, my heart rate is now 193. This is astronomically high for me. I never see it get this high. And I'm going to start struggling because of this. I can't really remember what my training regime was like, but I know it had been deflated a bit. Okay, 4th kilometre, 3:39. So we're still holding the 3:30s, 3:40s. But we're coming up to 5k here, going up. Doesn't look like a slope, but it is a very steep slope. And I think this bit from then on wiped me out. I remember it being bloody horrible. You right, bud? Bloody hell. There's Danny, his hamstring is gone. Probably a good job not to follow him anymore. Okay, pace is slowing down considerably as we go through a 9% slope. 5:30s. I don't know, the GPS is going a bit wild, but yeah, that was a 5th kilometre in 3:43. So get through this hill. I know it's going to be over soon. The gradient percentage is coming down, so at least that's one thing. Don't you dare say that. You can race this, man. You need to go into 2 hours.
Fantastic. 6, 4 to go. Yeah, man. Let's go.
We skip ahead to 10k now. We did 6 kilometre in 4:07. That was 22 metres of elevation. 7th kilometre in 4. 8th kilometre in 3:55. 9th kilometre in 3:44. And 10k in 4 flat again. Getting slower. But now I join my friend Stephen, who is sensible in his running. He's not doing anything stupid like me and going off like a rocket. But we both thought that we could hold on to Sid and Danny. Not happening today. Now you're going to be seeing a lot more of my friend Stephen. He features a lot in my videos, actually, the ones coming up. He plays a prominent part in many of them, and he's an excellent runner, so maybe he's someone I'm going to try and hold on to. We'll see. Because I've been so busy with filming other things, weddings and whatnot, I've got a massive backlog of races coming up, from cross country to half marathons to marathons, so a lot is coming our way. But now we're into the 11th kilometre. We did that in 3:52, and the 12th kilometre in 3:45, so still managing to hold on to the 3s. Heart rate is gone because I've had to import the information from Strava, but I can tell you it was horrendous. I actually think I hit 212 at one point in this.
Girls. Is he young? She said.
The little kid just said, "Is he young?" That's so funny. Yeah, he's quite young, he said. Must have been quite confusing for the kid because I did actually look like death, so it's understandable to ask that question. Nice downhill segment here. I think this is the reverse of the terrible uphill segment, so give my legs a little break. And as we go through the 13th kilometre in 4:03, we did the 14th kilometre in 3:58.
Oh, God, getting tired. Where the fucking hell is everyone?
This is such a weird part of the race because I'm just running by myself through a housing estate. Like, there's no one else around. I'm just running by myself. Just felt like I took a wrong turn or something, but nope, there's the marshals.
Thank you.
Thank you, marshals.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the 15th kilometre was done in 4:07, and the 16th kilometre was done in another 4:07. I just feel like a weird madman running through these streets. Where is everyone? Suffering by myself. At least when you're running in a pack, it's easier. Somebody said that this race was going to be easier than Baspel and Stebbing. I think that was Danny. Danny's just going to throw me off with every race. And I can tell you now, it is not easier than the other two 10-milers, and I don't think my fitness has anything to do with it. But for God's sake, being overtaken at the last minute. Garden City runners, eh? He's actually looking quite strong, so fair play to him. I'm doing my nya nya noises, which isn't a good sign of fitness or strength. Okay, I think we're on to the last bit now. We must have like 200, 300, 400 meters left. Shouldn't be too much more. The crowds are going wild. Coming down to 3:55 pace. Watchers bleeped at 16k, so that was the 16th kilometre, I repeat, in 4:07. Nya, nya, nya. Cars are going to have to wait for us. Okay, what's that sign say? 300 metres to go. Better put in a shift now to get to the end. Come on. 3:40 per kilometre. 3:35 per kilometre. Slowing a little bit. Downhill finish, he says. Use it. 3:20 per kilometre. Send it, my son. Do it for Christmas. Do it for Santa. Good God. Tough work. Well, that was an absolute slog. I was suffering and my heart rate did reach a 211. I don't think I've ever gone over 200, so that's unprecedented for me. But the final chip time was 1 hour, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So that's way off the mark. I don't know what I was thinking I could go under the hour. Maybe it was the hilly course, maybe it was the poor training effort over Christmas, or maybe it was the injuries. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. What I do know is that this is not over. The 3-month dream of getting a sub 1 hour 10 miler is still on the way. I can feel it. I know it's going to come. So happy New Year for whenever that was in a few days time from this race, but actually 4 or 5 months back. So I hope you had a great New Year. Merry Christmas also. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one.